Hello, AP Statistics students. This is your teacher, Mr. Childs, and this is a review video for your first quiz of the year, as promised. Uh, just talking about the format first, it is going to be a 10-question multiple choice type of thing with 5 answers, A through E, just like any AP question would be. I've chosen the questions carefully. They're all things that we've gone over. So, what I would like to do right now is just kind of go through each one and just each question and just kind of alert you what you should know going into it. Number one, shape of a histogram. We talked mainly about a histogram either being symmetrical or skewed. And remember, I think you know the difference between the two. Symmetrical, cut it in half, it's a mirror image. Skewed, follow the tail for your skew left or right. Also, we talked about the mode. If it has one hump in the middle of the distribution, it is unimodal. If it has two, bimodal. And if it goes straight across, it is uniform. So if you know all those things, you should get question one right. Question two, finding the mean. Remember, mean and average mean the same thing. The formula we gave was you sum up all, the sigma sign, you sum up all the x values, all the data points, and divide by how many there are. That one should be easy. Number three, finding the median. Now, remember with the median, if you have an odd number of data points, there is a natural median. And if there's an even number, you find the midpoint, the mid two, and find the midpoint between the two middle points. For instance, if there was 5, you would know it was 3. That would be the natural median. But if there were 4, you would know it would be between 2, halfway between data point 2 and 3. Question 4, finding the IQR. Now, the IQR is the difference between the 75th percentile and the 25th percentile. If you happen to be given a box plot, it's really easy. It's just the width of the box. But in general, it is the difference between the 75th and the 25th percentile. Put all the numbers in order and find, the way I look at it is find half of a half. Number 5, finding outliers. Remember, the only outlier formula that we're going to concern ourselves with is the one where you multiply the interquartile range by 1.5. Now, careful and listen. Add it to Q3, which is the front edge of the box, and put a little dotted line, and anything to the right of that is an outlier, or subtract it from Q1. And if there are any points out from there, that is an outlier. So the question number 5, will be on outliers. Number 6 is mean versus median, using the measure of center, mean versus median. And we have gone out of our way, and I've said this example a million times. If we're doing the age of people in the classroom, when I'm in there, we have a extreme point, which is my age of 59, and that pulls on the mean. But we also found out, or I did anyway this year, a new word for the median. It is resistant to the pull of my age. It doesn't make any difference whether I am 19 or 59, I would still be the median. I would still be the highest point, not the median, but it wouldn't affect the median. Number 7, this talks about it's very similar to question 6. It talks about if you add, say, for instance, we said, what is the average age of students in the class? And then after the fact, I said to you, well, what if we added my age? What would happen? And that's what this question is about. What would it do to statistics? What would it do to the spread? What would it do to the center? All right. And remember, our spread, our measures of spread, our IQR, this is absolutely essential to know. IQR goes with skewed, and standard deviation goes with symmetrical. You do not know, need to know, even though I would like it if you did, but you do not need to know how to compute the standard deviation in this particular quiz. But if you had to, you could put all the data points into a list and then hit one variable statistic and it would give you it. Number 8. Number 8 is comparing two histograms. They give you two histograms and you're going to compare them based on shape, center, and spread. And you're going to be very careful to look at all the answers. I guess I'll leave it at that. But once again, absolutely essential to know this. Symmetrical, measure of center for symmetrical is mean, measure of spread for symmetrical is standard deviation, skewed, measure of center is median, and measure of spread for skewed is interquartile range. Make sure you know that. Number 9, comparing, once again, two box plots. Remember, we did that in class. We showed you what to on the calculator, how you can look and compare two box plots. But it's just the box plot is that summary of the 5-number summary that you're given, the extreme low, Q1, median, Q3, and extreme high for a big 5 right there. I've never done that before on the video. All right, very good. So you're going to compare them. And remember, think of the words, comparison words. This is multiple choice, so they'll probably have the words for you. But if you were going to do a free response question, make sure you're using comparison words. And then finally, you are given some summary statistics, a little box with summary statistics, the 5-number summary, and you are going to once again see if there are outliers. So I will say once again about the outliers. 1.5 times the IQR, add it to Q3 or the edge of the box, subtract it from the other edge of the box, that same amount, 1.5 times IQR. And that's it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to post when the time is right on Tuesday, I will post this to the website and you will just take a piece of paper and number 1 to 10 and give me your answers and pass them in. As simple as that. And, if everyone takes it, well, I'll correct them. I mean, you'll know your answer, but you'll know your score probably within a day. I mean, it's very easy to correct. Okay. And then after, while I've got you here, I can actually talk to you and maybe you'll listen. We are going to start the normal model on after you do your quiz. The quiz shouldn't take very long at all. Hopefully everyone's done by 20 minutes or so. And then we can start the normal model, which is the incredibly important part of the curriculum. Well, I hope you have a nice night if you're looking tonight, and I will see you, if not before, on Tuesday. Good night.